On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. What you know about juice? Making them moves. Data flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof. A building portfolios taking well over exceptional gain. I'm trapping this game. So participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pan full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an outer game with an auto flame. With a lot of hate. Get about the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Drapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me for the TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto.
Good morning. What's going on, guys? How are we all doing? Let's go. What's going on? Seymour, Liddy, Yornbesser, Verified Trader, Jen Ceruleus, Baffsir, good morning. Goldie, Crypto, good morning, good afternoon, good night. What's going on, Toaster? What's going on, Magnum DeFi? Let's go. How we all doing? I mean, a little bit of a bounce. Hey, Wanderer, what's going on? A little bit of a bounce. We all got our coffee. We all ready? We all got our trading rules stapled to our foreheads. I'm still married. Yeah. I know. I'm still. We survived. We had the betting ceremony yesterday. Nah, joke. What is that off of? That's Game of Thrones, right? The betting ceremony. That's when Tyrion Lannister has to bed the Stark girl. What's her name? What's the Stark girl's name? Anyways, why did the dad put peanut butter in the road? Why did the dad put the peanut butter in the road? To go with the traffic jam. I've never tasted traffic jam. I've been in a traffic jam. It's too early for that. Oh man. Let's get into it. Oh, I got to change my camera here. Sorry about that. Let me do that. I was on Trading Wars yesterday. Trading Wars. It's pretty good. Get to make fun of everyone and their ideas. Bullish flag on the 5-minute BTC, test of China high. Okay, we could take a look at that. We got a high up here at 55,850. Right now, I just see us going off a VWAP. To be fair, I thought last night, we would get that, kind of breakout. And it really hasn't done much, which is good. The thing is we have this zone down here, right? This zone down here is going to be interesting today if we do roll over. Because we clearly have liquidity down here, right? So if we come down in here, that would be an idea. So we can kind of build a thesis for today if we do roll over. I'm not getting overly bullish, like I said in the Discord, that I just want to make sure we're not out of the woods yet. Okay, let's be real. If anything, we come back and test the lows today or tomorrow, depending on a bunch of things. But to me right now, very choppy price action, nothing really fluid. We did catch the long from here yesterday, quite nice. Closed it out around 700%. No complaints there. So we'll see if we can extract some profits today. I'm going to do a little top-down analysis before we get started. Jumping into the markets, and then we'll see what we can extract. So remember to like the stream. Yeah, let's go. Good, brother. Glad to be here. I always watch the live when I can make it. Always have the Otter Gang in my heart. I love this community. Otter Gang for life. Man, thank you, Wander. Thanks, bro. That means a lot. I mean, we haven't been on regular scheduling because I have all of England in my house right now. So I do the live in the morning. I plan on doing another live in the evening, or at least an update video, but I'm not able to get to it now. So we try to get you as much as we can in the morning. And then, England leaves next Friday. So the following week after this week, we'll be back on full stop. So looking forward to that. But for now, we do as best as we can, right? We had a great call yesterday, and we'll continue to hopefully provide some sort of I don't, is it like are we like a flashlight in the dark, or are we like a fleshlight in the dark? I don't know, but we're trying to help us. Now the interesting thing here is because we drop so quickly. I always talk about this. We create divergences, right? So we have our divergence on our daily, which is naturally going to push us up with VWAP. But the money flow is coming out, right? And I don't want to just be too... I don't want to get hopium here, okay? That's what I'm saying. What's going on, Tony Soprano in the chat, man? Good to see you, man. How you doing, bro? How you doing? I missed you, man. I mean, anytime... people will be asking me for that black name tag in the Discord, and I'm like, you got to talk to Tony, man. You got to talk to Tony. Retro Mike Tech, it's so early. Good to see you, Mike. Good to see you, man. Hope you're having a good day. Today's going to be a good Billy Goat Tales as well at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this evening. They're talking about Caspa. So if you want to learn a bit more about Caspa, you can go and do that. That's pretty cool. Huddle Crypto, good morning. Blackie Chan, good to see you, man. Good to see you. How you doing, bro? So the 3 days kind of what led to this idea of the dump. Okay, so we can see that we do have this like continuation out. But we are getting, like I said, divergences on the higher term time frame. So this is still like, okay, even though we've dipped down and grabbed that liquidity around 49, 50,000, yeah, like, do we see continuation down, or do we see like a lot of like chop sideways around the lows of this area? Like, in my opinion, we need to come back up and reclaim. If we just look over here, we need to come back and at least reclaim 57. I would like to see us reclaim 57,000 and hold it, right? Like in this volume node, getting back up in it. we do have this little blip of volume here. But it's not a lot. The volume is really down here, right? Like if we're looking at volume and where we're going to find support, we have this one here. Yeah, that's cool. Now, what's interesting is that we perfectly came back down and retested the highs here. Now, I failed to mention this yesterday, but I always talk about retesting highs, and it did it perfectly on a macro. So that's pretty cool. But to see if, even with this push back here, to see anything like this will concern me, okay? Will concern me. Because we are going to want to still favor shorts given the right kind of idea, right kind of setup, right? So we'll try to find that as well for you today. Doing well. I don't have to be a lurker anymore with my new job. Awesome. Awesome. Blackie Chan, no longer a lurker, man. Aaron, good morning. Jeet Corp, good morning. I like the lurkers, like whoever's in the background, in the Discord, in the live stream. Thank you. You matter too, okay? You don't have to be in the chat. But thank you. Thank you to the lurkers out there. We need you as well. Just as you may not help the algorithm, but you help the algorithm. You know what I mean? So we need the lurkers as well. Okay, so the hopium starts after the 12-hour here. So thank you, Diego Machado. He's the lurker. See? I love when the lurkers come out and admit they're lurkers. Thank you, Diego. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. So I like the separation that we had here as we rolled over on the stochastics to push up, looking to push up. We got our green dot confirmation on the 12-hour. Money is holding on for dear life, okay? So this is the thing. Like if money fails on the 12-hour, this could be a much longer dreaded. The 12-hour has nice money flow, okay? Same with the 8-hour. So we do have this big anchor wave. Now we typically want to see like at least 2, possibly 3 of these pushing back to the upside before we get really, hopium bullish, okay? And this can take a week to play out, okay? So be aware of that. A nice recovery, V-shaped recovery. A V-shaped recovery would be, like I said, coming back up into this 57-ish area and recovering that, okay? 8-hour, beautiful money flow. Let's take a look here. So as you can see with the money flow here, what I'm always looking for is I'm looking for smooth criminal money flow, right? And as you can see, pretty smooth here. So what I see is a little bit of a peak, okay? A flattening out here. That doesn't mean that this can't continue to roll this way. But I would like to see this start to work its way back in, okay? This is going to be a very nice sign. A little bit overextended here on our VWAP. This could look to chop back, right? So if it chops back within the day, that's okay. We could be looking for that because we've done something like this. Literally, we could be looking for this, right? With the VWAP coming down, right? And if you know the price action, you know the price action. It's kind of lackluster this morning. That's what we've done. Wait, this is the 3. This is what we've done, right? So this could SFP, right? This swing failure coming down. But let's not jump to the gun yet, right? So keeping that in mind. A little pushback. Indecision, pushing up. Okay, not very... A nice pushback and a nice candle here, but not really decisiveness. Now the 4-hour, someone said the 4-hour does look bearish. My dream job is an otter gangster. I'm not a lurker. I'm a silent supporter. That's probably a good rap song. I'm not a lurker. I'm just a silent supporter. BC Pork Corp. Good afternoon, Mark Dutch. How you doing, bro? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I'm gonna throw some clogs in the chat for you, just because you know, 13,000 range is insane on 5 minutes. Yeah. Okay. What time frame would you want to see the reclaim of the 57K level? If we get up to, yeah, so a reclaim of the 57 level and holding it, something like on the 4 hour, something more, more significant than like a 15 minute, at least a 1 hour to claim it, hold it. Because if we're looking at this range here, like, I don't necessarily know if it's a value area low. No, value area low is quite. So anytime we deviate out of a volume area, we're typically looking to come back into it, right? Or jump into the next one, right? Which would be down here into the 40s, right? However, this volume area could turn into something where the value area low comes back down in here, right? I guess you could pull this. If you wanted to, you could pull this back now, right? Where this should lower the value area low doing that. If it wants to load. Okay, not tremendously, but it gives you a little bit more data down below. So we can see where our support really resides, right? So like reclaiming this, putting in some nice price action within this area. So anywhere up and within here, that to me would lower this value area low and create an even bigger range, making for a hard job to get back above here, right? So first reclaiming that would be ideal. Right now, holding this support level, 51,700, it's going to be critical. Okay, I'm going to add a horizontal here. I'm going to make it purple. That's going to be our keynote. Okay? No problem, Tony. Anthony. You know, in Canada, we say Anthony, and then in the UK, they say Anthony. It's weird. So that's obviously like we can't name our son Anthony because Mrs. Otter's from England, so she would call him Anthony. It's weird. It's like Basil and Basil. There's so many different. Anyways, we won't get into the Basil and Basil debate, okay? At least we don't call peppers. We don't call in Australia. When we lived in Australia, they call. Now, Mark Dutch is going to insert the rude joke, but they call peppers, like bell peppers, capsicums. Fucking capsicums, man. I didn't do it. They did it. So me and Mrs. Otter, whenever we went shopping when we lived in Australia, we'd go, we got to buy some cums. Oh man, I know it's not that funny, but we used to have a good old giggle. Do we need any cums? It's a mouthful for a pepper, man. So going to our 4 hours, money is pretty disgusting here. So the thing with money flow though is money really starts at the peak of the green area, right? So understanding that we started our outro really over here, right? This was our outro to this move, okay? So being very overextended, oversold on money over here can start our intro to an uptrend, okay? So is it data or data? Well, I like when Mark calls me data, if you know what I mean. So this could be the peak to an uptrend, right? Because money flow is typically, like I said, we want smooth money flow, right? So data. Yeah. I mean, we could go on forever with the British words. I mean, you guys call arugula rocket. That one's a good one. Arugula and rocket. So the 4-hour to me has a lot of good momentum. However, the VWAP is suggesting some downwards action here with negative posturing on the stochastics. Okay. However, we have flipped to green here, so to see a higher low on our stochastics RSI would be good. But looking at this for a couple of, because let's say we got 3 candles today, right? So we're looking to come here, really. And this is the kind of thing you got to understand with time, right? So where could the VWAP get, right, within that specific amount of time for the day today? And this morning, is it going to challenge the 0 line, right? That's going to be the interesting thing with the 4-hour. I wouldn't say this is bearish. I would just say that we're very overextended here on money flow, and we are looking to get that next trigger wave. So basic market cipher strategy suggests we want to look for anchor and a trigger wave, right? So it's possible. We want to just be patient with this 4-hour. I wouldn't get too concerned about it, but just looking at price action alone, we can see that it's definitely failing to continue to push. You got a nice, beautiful candle here and here, and then a no follow through kind of deal, right? And we can see that on our shorter term time frame, with the same lines. We have no real follow through for this breakout of either rising kind of triangle pattern here, right? So there's no real follow through. This looks like it's rolling over right now. Is the short to be taken here? I wouldn't say so. I would say we wait for now. I'm not favoring longs, but we wait for now. Okay. Yeah, this is pretty ugly too. So going to our 3-hour for today, money's coming back in. So that's interesting. And we can see that we are starting to flatten out on our VWAP. So a little bit of hopium here on a 3-hour. Let's go to our 2-hour. So this is where we could have traded like a possible breakout or breakdown here. Loss of this uptrend. Not really a fan of that either. We got a trigger wave above here. So this is more bearish in my opinion. When we're looking for bearishness, we can see a very clear downtrend below us here, and then a trigger above, which is typically quite aggressive, especially with money flow like this. So this would be your signal for the bearishness of a rejection right now. And then we understand that. Yeah, we'll pull a fib and we'll take a look as well. 1 hour. Nice curvature here on the momentum, though, with VWAP coming to the upside. So when these two cross, we could look for a bounce today. So that's another thing, that even though this might roll, we could still get the bounce, okay? So that's something to identify as well. So kind of medium bias right now for like what's going to happen with today. But after a nice pushback yesterday, I'm not going to complain if we only get a little 1% move today. Let's pull fib. 382 support. Let's pull local volume. Okay. Okay, we could be looking. I like this volume here, so I'm gonna mark out this low here. These are just potential areas where I can be looking for bounces. Doesn't mean I'm taking them, just to have an idea here. Now for shorts, because we've recognized that the 2 hour and the 1 hour look like they want to cool off for the first couple hours. Yeah, we've broken trend here. So that was the initial. So we're looking for a retest back up. So going back into our 15, okay. 15 swing high to swing low. golden pocket area, we can be looking for rejection up in this area here. And we can extend that to our trend line. Is there any altcoins you guys want me to look at? I can do that as well. Good morning, Luna Moon. I see you, Wick. It reminds me of Principal Skinner from The Simpsons. Liddy in the house. What's going on? Seymour. Liddy. Tua. I see Hawk Tua. This is a bear flag breaking down. So we literally just keep rejecting off of VWAP so far. VWAP seems to be pushing us to the bottom. Wick's wife, good to see you as well. Caspa, Ada, APT, Link. You guys making me work this morning, eh? I'll take a look at those as we go. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. A little bit of liquidity down here, 54,000, psychological level as well. I mean, if we want to, this is kind of played out. We could pull a fib from down here to here with another potential buy zone. I don't like this area as much, 53,900. If this is going to roll over right now, I think that's just the beginning. I would be looking more for something like this where you get the retest back up here and go for the short back into this area here. I don't think taking the long from here to here will be very profitable. It very much depends on if we lose this low today. If we come down and we push below here, we look for the short. We're definitely looking to fire off a short if we lose this low here. If we hold this here and we put in a higher high here, we can look for the long here coming up to the resistance area. Okay. What's our range here? 2.5%. Okay. Do we get a move like that? We'll see. Right now, it's just a little bit of toppiness, right? So we can see that we do have our lower low, anchor trigger wave, pushing price down, flagging out, looking to roll down and potentially bounce or potentially put in a new low, and then we're looking for that. So we're either looking for the bounce without putting in a new low, a higher high, and a bounce from here. So we're looking for a long or short from either or depending on market structure right now, in my opinion. So I'd be looking here, or I'd be looking here. But we wait. I think we wait till market opens. We can take a look at the Dixie. We'll take a look at your altcoins. Liquidity does reside throughout here, right? We know this. Look at price action. We can see how much liquidity we left within these areas here. So that's typically where I would expect price to come to before any sort of continuation. Gang, gang. Nick Musgrave, what's going on, bro? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Mr. Whale, how you doing, man? Michael, busy as a bee. Good to see you. Are we talking about GameCube now? I think the only time I really liked GameCube was for Smash Bros. Like Smash Bros. And Link, maybe? Like Zelda? Straight up Zelda? You know what game I miss is the best. I miss Twisted Metal on PlayStation. Twisted Metal. That was a good game, man. That was fun. Like with that clown ice cream cart thing. Do you guys remember Twisted Metal? That was some good. That was fire, man. Yeah. I love Twisted Metal back in the day. It was like the first like game you really played together with your friends and like totally effed each other up. Like, that was good. That was good, man. Little rollover here. Yeah, Twisted Metal 1 and 2. Yeah. It was good fun, yeah. That was like you came home after playing whatever outside and you played a little bit of Twisted Metal, man. And you brought your controller over to your friend's house, all that shit. That was good times, man. Looks like we're rolling over a bit right now. Liquidity grab down below here. Let's see if we follow through. There's no real follow through, just being bought up right now. This VWAP seems sticky today, so still a nice move back up from the lows here. So we have like mini micro break of structure here rolling over. Okay. So you could be looking for this right now. Not a trade I want to take though. Not a trade. Yeah, no. VWAP's overextended, looking for a little bounce off of here. Okay, let's see how far we get. Liquidity grab possibility right now, 54,000. What about Tony Hawk? Used to the cheats in Tony Hawk were so good. You put like the infinite grind cheat on, and you could just grind in a circle pool and get high scores all day long, just doing button smashing and clicking variations. Short that thing, says Abule. I'm not jumping in as of yet. We still got 40 minutes till market open. We're flagging out here, getting a little bit of buy up. Let's jump over and take some. Did you guys see the VIX? You guys looked at the VIX? I mean, the VIX is when the VIX is doing this, it's typically volatility index for stocks. Massive breakouts typically come after the VIX does something like this. Soundtrack on Tony Hawk was fire, yeah. StarCraft boy, yeah. I was see, I used to play competitive Counter-Strike and Halo 2. I used to go to tournaments, like LAN tournaments, and I have like a poster behind me here from Unreal Tournament 2003. It's autographed by everybody who made it. So I won that at a tournament. Still got it. I don't know if I can pull it down right now. I can take a picture. I can take a picture and then post it on the Discord. Do, 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 do. It's autographed by everybody who made it. Just share that to Discord. I look miserable. Sorry if I look miserable. I didn't mean to look miserable, guys. I'm not in the mood to smile for a picture, okay? Yeah, I'll just share it with the Discord. Unreal Tournament, man. Unreal Tournament 2003. I was 13, man. I was 13 in these gaming tournaments. 14. I'd bring my Radeon 9800 gaming computer ready to go. The image you posted is too large. Come on, man. Look, this is behind me. I know it's my morning eyes. That's right there behind me. It's autographed by everybody who made it. It's pretty cool, eh? I got Counter-Strike still loaded. I got Counter-Strike still loaded. I can't like bunny hop and like use my deagle and op anymore. Like I don't have the skills I used to. I mean, I go on there and I get teabagged by like 12-year-olds. I don't have. I still know the maps really well, which can save me. But I still get completely obliterated by like, Dust 2 up the middle, trying to run over to bomb site B and getting sniped by an op up the middle. Like I still get absolutely destroyed. Like I can't one-shot headshot people across the map with an AK anymore. I don't have those skills anymore. But it's still fun, man. It's still fun. I mean, I know. Yeah, the little one, will be destroying me in CS, taking Dad's name, spray painting his body with Otter Gang on it. So this looks like it's gonna have follow through here on Bitcoin. Follow through down, liquidity down at 54,000. I would like to see it sweep. And then look for a potential bounce, okay? They open the roof in B tunnels so you can oh man, flash banging out. And then you always got that one camper around B when you come in as from terrorist side, and he's always camping around those boxes on the right hand side. Or that one noob who's always on the car. I used to love sniping that hallway though, man. Good times, man. Good times. I'll still just run around with a deagle like all day, just capping people, man. Bam, 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 bam. We could get a nice bull div here. So this is quite a possibility here. If we do sweep, we could get a nice bull div here. Look for the higher high and look to long. Okay? If we sweep. We need to see structure though before we long, in my opinion. I'm just going to take this tab and put it over here so I can watch it as I do some TA on some other things. So you guys wanted me to look at. Didn't I put it in the chat here? I didn't pin my own comment. I got you guys all hyped up on talking about video games, and now it's now I don't have my list. I gotta find it. There it is. Okay. Pin message. So we got Caspa. Take a look at Caspa. Everything's pretty beaten up, right? So, whew. Holding, right? Holding on for dear life. A nice bounce here off of, clearly a buy zone that we had, reclaiming this range. So Caspa's looking decent. Yeah, big V-shaped recovery out of Caspa. This is a good sign. Okay, Bitcoin's moving up from here for now. No SFP of the lows. Sorry, I'm more focused on Bitcoin because it's my money making. I'm looking to get into a trade right now, so we'll see. I want to see SFP and a bounce. So Caspa's reclaim, push back up, been rejected here. Caspa's looks strong in my opinion. So consolidation above 15 cents is going to be key for Caspa, right? You can see right here we have massive support and resistance looking for continuation. On Caspa, money still remains green, and you do have that like little trigger wave here. So consolidation in an uptrend with a trigger wave typically is a bullish sign, right? So you can see anytime you had these like bullish signs here, we've moved up. Okay, so this is just very similar, but obviously with a sell-off. So Caspa's held its ground quite nicely. Look for Caspa to hold its ground and continue to push. Okay, this is nice. Obviously, if Bitcoin rolls over aggressively, then Caspa would probably follow. But right now, yeah, break of this downtrend. So not a lot of things are doing this, where you've had this consistent downtrend and you've broken out, retested, looking for continuation. Okay, so Caspa's in a much better spot than a lot of other things. Looking here at the 1 hour, yeah, retesting this, coming back. Okay, let's see. I would look for more of a reaction right down here at 1530, 15. Yeah, right around 15.3, 15.4. Okay, see if it holds and then bounces from there. That's what I'd be looking for on Caspa. But yeah, breakout retest, right, of this downtrend. It's always a very, very possible, high probable trade with the right risk management and confluences. You'd definitely be looking for this to come back up and retest around 18 cents if we're targeting highs. Okay, you want to protect yourself here and make sure that you're using good risk. Pardon me, good risk management. We got 98 people here, 43 likes. If you guys don't mind, I would appreciate if you guys could smash up that like button. It helps YouTube push this out to more people, and it helps me help you and help more people, right? And we can talk more about video games. I mean, BlackRock bought Ondo. Of course, BlackRock bought Ondo. The thing with buying Ondo is it's going to be massively, I don't want to say controlled, but like, who do you think is going to own the most Ondo? You think you're going to be controlling that price action? Curtis Neal going on vacation this week for a couple of weeks, so probably won't be around. Not sure the internet situation down there. Good to see you, man. Hope you're well, Curtis Neal. Market Cipher family. Good to see you, bro. Let's go over to ADA. I don't see any follow through on Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin's looking, yeah. Bitcoin looks like it's going to roll, bounce. So what I'm looking for here is a roll, taking out the liquidity here, an aggressive bounce, a higher low, and that's where I'm looking to get long. Nothing until then. Just so you guys know. I'm watching it on my other screen too, so. We're going over to ADA, yeah? Okay, so ADA. So, like I said with Caspa, looking stronger than others because when you go over here, you can see you got ADA in this downtrend. It has not even come close to breaking out and retesting, right? So this is going to be your line in the sand to get above before really breaking out. We know ADA is a lagger, right? So if Bitcoin rolls over, which I think it might today, we're looking for that sweep of the lows right down to probably that 30.7 area and then trying to push back, right? Remember I said I'm not getting overly bullish right now. I'm just trying to be cautiously optimistic, okay, after a big aggressive sell-off. Ideally on ADA, what I would love to see is an SFP of the highs here, bearish divergence, and short this thing, right? Short this thing to at least come back down to these areas here. Your target for a short should definitely be these lows. We've had a nice push up, but for ADA right now, yeah, be looking around here. SFP, golden pocket, bounce. If you're looking for a long. If you're looking for a short, I would love to see a push back up into the trend line and for a little bit of a rejection there, okay? If you're looking for a bounce, I'd be looking down here, okay? 30 cents, 30.1. Bitcoin seems to be holding. Holding for now. Could have taken that VWAP short this morning. I think we were a little bit late to the party though. Yeah, just starting the stream. So it's hard to have your bearings right away. ADA belongs in the trash can. Looking for shorting Solana. Yeah. I mean, you'll make more money. Solana looks stronger, right? So remember we said there's this trend line here, depending on how you want to draw it, but you can see that Solana's clearly broken out of it. So there, you'll see this difference in strength, right? The difference in strength. Look at ADA versus Solana versus Injective. Let's look at Injective. So Injective, not as much strength either. You could go up here, I guess. Nice push out, though, for Injective yesterday. Kind of upsetting for me. I mean, I bought a lot of Injective around $20, so I'm underwater on Injective, but that's okay. Long-term play, right? Long-term play. What else do we have on the list? So APT for you guys. APT. Let's take a look at. Very similar. 4-hour APT. Yeah, big rollover. Pig nipples down below. A lot of these too, you're looking for that bullish continuation, right? So what would that be? If we swing fail here, that would be a beautiful divergence pushing us up. Clear downtrend. A little bit of relief after such an aggressive. Nah, I'm going to take this over to this high here. A little bit of relief, but not out of the woods yet. Like we said, Bitcoin has a lot of work to do to reclaim for now. Okay, Bitcoin's looking a little bit stronger here. Can it push up? We could be looking for a possible short 55,150. 55,150. $184. This is telling me possible short here. Just waiting. APT. Yeah, so holding this support line, you've seen where I drew The trend line here coming through, holding this support, retesting the highs here right now. Look for something like this, right? If not, you're coming to grab the liquidity here, right? So that's where I would be looking initially. $4.73. Costa Rica. I talked about $14 Injective when we were at Piper's show together, Alex. That's awesome, bro. I love when people make good calls, man. Did you buy, though? Did you buy? I have a big trash can. You can dump your ADA in if you want. Oh, man, you guys are funny. Costa Rica, baby. Let's go, Curtis Neal. He's been flopping and groping on the honeymoon. See, we did the honeymoon and baby moon before we got married and had the kid because we knew we wouldn't have time to do either. So, you know, we had a plan. We were going to the mountains no matter what. So, I hope you have a good time, Curtis Neal. That's going to be awesome, man. He bought yesterday morning. Nice Blackie Chan. My man. My man. I'm always like, I always check people because, like, I know Blackie Chan's a real one. But a lot of people are like, oh, I told you to buy here, or I told you it was going here. I'm like, what did you do about that, though? Did you take action on what you told? Or did you just say it? I could say, you know, Bitcoin to 20K, and maybe we dump there in a couple of years. Who knows? And then I can say I told you so. Good morning, Alexandra G. You better be driving safely. You better be driving safely. That's all I gotta say. I appreciate you showing up, Alexandra G. Let's see some Alexandra G's in the chat. It's a great name, by the way. It's a great name. Alexandra G. Coming up, grabbing loud order block. Fair value gaps in here as well on our 3-minute, pushing up. You said 1 minute break of structure? Okay. Yeah, I can see we're getting above this high here. A little bit of an exhaustion wick. Are we looking for a higher low? Bring me a higher low. Yeah, not convinced yet. Not convinced yet. We wait. Keep waiting. I mean, a lot of trading is being patient, right? We're getting a little retest of the highs here too. Or the lows of the previous range, sorry. Brain ain't working. Okay, let's go to link. Someone requested link. Yeah, so like anytime, like as we can see with a lot of these tokens, it's very similar. And that's because of how they trade against Bitcoin. And that's probably because Bitcoin dominance is 56. Yeah, it's flying. 56%. So Bitcoin dominance is so high that whenever Bitcoin has something happen to it, it's really, its pairing to Bitcoin is quite devastated, especially when Bitcoin makes up almost 60% of the whole industry, right? So Link, continued to make higher highs, higher lows, liquidity residing down here, similar thing, right? So flagging out, looking to break out. Yeah, not really convinced on that. I would think a return back to this area here, $9.20. That'd be revisiting the highs here, revisiting the lows here, and looking for a bounce there. Probably a golden pocket within that area. Yeah, at the lows. So we'll always undershoot, but you look for a reaction within this area, right? So your psychological $9 is in there as well. So I'm not overly bullish this morning. I know I sound like a perma bear. Sold at 16, bought at 8.4. Nice. I mean, Link, I think will be around for a couple of cycles. Like I've been buying Link consistently. Like I own like 30 grand worth of Link or something like that. I've been buying it consistently since we broke out of here. Like I bought some in the bear market, I think $7 or something. I even bought more up here at $14. Like my average on Link is somewhere in here. I would say my average around $13. And I'm more than okay with that. I think Link has staying power. Link, Solana, Ethereum, Bitcoin. I think that's the safe, in my opinion. Like, I ain't no financial advisor. I don't know jack diddly squat. Okay. But I think Link is one of those, doing it right. Alex, you must talk with Kyle and Lucas about my Shi-Hi indicator. Shi-Hi or Shi-Hi? Both have them and testing now. Oh, yeah, that's cool, man. I mean, I'm sponsored by Market Cypher. I also have, affiliate with Chart Prime. And she's high. She's high, Wick. She's way too high. Way too high to drive. I mean, I don't need analysis paralysis. I mean, there's always ways to look at things differently. Developing systems is it's difficult to develop a system and trust the system. Okay, it takes tons of back testing, but and tons of testing. So like I think you can EMA it, you can market cipher it, you can traders reality it. At the end of the day, it's like, how are you managing risk? What is your strategy? How long did I back test? Anytime I have a whole back testing template. And I've only back tested mostly on Bitcoin. I'll take altcoin swing trades. Okay, it's not like I'm only trading Bitcoin. I'll take altcoin swing trades. I'll lower my leverage and my margin because you're gonna get the gains anyways, right? I mostly buy on spot for altcoins. I know you can make more money, and Solana's I think a pretty friendly altcoin to trade. I think that would be my go-to if I'm looking for something. Link is actually quite good too, because Link is a consolidator. It very much likes to consolidate and chop. Okay, if you like a range, Link is your friend, man. You look at Link, even in the bear market, Link was the best. One trend line to rule them all was Link. So if you go over here, you draw your trend line on Link. I mean, you just sold at $8.50. You just press sell, and you made money. Link is a great consolidator. You can see here, you always get a nice like 5 to 6 trade range with Link, right? So you define the range high, low, right? And then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, and then you're wrong, right? So you're wrong here for going short, right? So that's a very nice range, right? You get a defined range here, right? Same thing, right? You might get stopped out up here, so you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're wrong here. But this wrong here, like this exit on this dump, you should be making more money on this one here and more money on this one here because it's a follow through, right? Same with this, same with... So Link is very nice to trade if you love a range. Like it respects it to a certain degree, right? As you can see. Range. So for Link, it needs to get back up into this range here, right around $12.50, right? Good morning, Randy Hipper. What's going on? Good to see you. Randy Hipper, what an absolute legend, coming and blessing my chat. Thank you so much for being here, Randy. Much love. We're married. We got married. I'm crazy busy right now. We got family here and everything. So thank you for dropping by, Randy Hipper, in the chat, friend of the channel. I mean,
if you're looking for a reason to look at Bitcoin, this might be it.
She crushing it. Now baby. Yeah, baby September 7th. So I'll come by and hang out today. Hope you're doing well. Mini otters on the way. Yeah. Can't wait. It's a boy. It's going to be probably like its dad, a little nuisance. So we'll see. We'll see how we get on, but thank you so much for dropping by. Randy, let the people know, are you bullish or are you bearish? Or are you just ish? You just chilling. I bet you Randy's just like, this is typical. I think the reason why people get scared is because they're overexposed to altcoins, in my opinion. That's what I've realized is they're overexposed to altcoins. They're holding too much Pepe and not enough Bitcoin. But I hope you're well, Randy. Thank you so much. I hope you're settling in well in your new place, and I hope you and your family are blessed. And thank you for being a part of my journey and supporting me. And obviously, the gang will obviously support you as much as we can as well. Thank you, though. I appreciate you. One of the true ones in the space, for sure. For sure. So, mad respect to you, Randy. You're probably nesting and trying to make it a home and all that stuff and getting used to where's your bagel, right? You got to find your bagel place and all that stuff. So you'll figure it out. I mean, I traveled the world for 3 years, right? Lived in England for 2, lived in Australia for 1. And there's nothing better to really explore, challenge yourself, get out of your comfort zone. And really, there's so much to discover. I mean, I lived in Toronto my whole life, big city, just like New York. And I had to get out and explore as well. So I'm proud of you and keep doing what you're doing. And hopefully I can continue to help support you. And yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for dropping by. So Link will look for a balance, try to come up to the top of this range. I mean, you do have a little bit of resistance around $11, but patience will prevail. Yeah, nothing is a waste, though, Randy. Nothing is a waste. It's just experience. And being from New York, you have, and just like me being from Toronto, you have that natural grit to you where you're a survivor amongst a mass amount of people, right? Whether it's seeing crazy stuff on the streetcar, like I'll tell you a story. The first time I ever saw a boob in my life, okay, I was in grade 5, and I remember this was, and I'm on the bus going to school. I used to take a bus, a subway, and a streetcar to get to school, okay? And I'm on the bus with my friends, and out of nowhere, this lovely big African lady, I don't know if she knew or not, but she just whipped it out on the bus and started breastfeeding. Now, for me, I'm 11 years old, right? And I'm like, I wasn't expecting that. You know what I mean? Like, and I close my, like, I'm 34 today. I close my eyes and I can still see that damn titty. Like, I could, like, still to this day, I can still but in a city like that, you get exposed to these things when you're not really meant to be exposed to these things. And it builds character, right? It builds character. And at the end of the day, you know, the experience of living in a city is bar none. I mean, you're exposed to it all. You're exposed to a whole bunch of weirdo stuff that you generally don't see. But just think about me, 11-year-old Alex with his nice school bag on, going to school on his bus, and then all of a sudden he's scarred for life. So there's the city story. I don't know why I told that story, but you know, that's one of my scarred for life stories. Oh man. How do they do it in Canada? In private? No, not really, but like you don't, if you're in a small town, you don't see people just on the bus whipping out their titties. But yeah. Interesting. Oh. Gotta have a laugh. So go over. I'm proud of you, Randy. Go over and follow Randy. I'll jump in today, 9:45 Eastern Standard Time, Monday to Friday, bringing you guys the alpha, the omega, and not talking about nonsense like I am, okay? I mean, story time's always fun. Everybody has these experiences, and okay, looks like we're rolling over here on Bitcoin. Failed to really claim a high here. I was looking a little bit higher for the short. Nothing as of yet. Okay, nice rollover coming. Here we go. 9:23 market opens coming. Here's the SFP. Okay, we got the SFP standard deviation. Will we bounce from here? SFP, we're not looking along yet. We want to see a higher. We want to see this push up, right? That was a long trade we're discussing this morning. Let me pull over my other chart here. Looking for this continuation here. Let's see if we get the pushback on the SFP and continuation to the upside. Retesting the lows right now. Looking for that continuation down. If rejected from here, liquidity resides around 54,000. Remember, we talked about this morning. Liquidity resides right around here. We're looking for the continuation down and see if we can take advantage of this. Now, if we start to push back and make higher lows, that story killed Bitcoin. Good to see you, Paul. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. We had to tell the story. That's what it's all about. Sometimes you gotta have a laugh, man. I think stories like that are what it's all about. Okay, nice pushback here. SFP of the lows, pushing back. Okay, we could be looking for the long here. Coming into market open, we have 5 minutes. Okay, so something to be patient about. Patient. This is like a nice little liquidity grab here. market cipher rolling down on the 8-minute. The 5 minutes a little bit extended. Okay, so we could be looking for the pushback here. VWAP pushing to the upside. Okay, nice pushback coming into the lows right now. Is this a retest and continuation down? I'm going to draw a trend line here just to have an idea. If we break the trend line, retest the trend line, that's also a longing opportunity. But this is momentum. We could be looking for the short here if you want to try to ride this. It's too close to market open right now. I'm not going to jump into a trade. Yep, 3 minutes. So that was the liquidity grab. Now we're looking for a break of structure with a higher low. Break of structure, higher low. Got to get above this high here. Get above the high here. Five-minute break of structure down. Yep. Nice pushback here. This is pretty aggressive. 1% move already. All right, there's a break of structure to the upside. Coming back down now. Let's see if it gives it to us. Probably not. Don't chase price. In my opinion, don't chase price. Beautiful push. This is nice. We could be coming for liquidity up here. Remember, we're saying we're looking for the short up around 55,580. Okay. I will be looking for this to get rejected and then continue up. Nice SFP down here. We could have been looking for the long. To me, this was too risky, especially with 5 minutes going into open. Bring me a higher low. Channel your inner Eminem. Yeah, let's go. What a scam, yeah. Till then, stitches in my tongue, and I think a blocked nerve that makes it feel like I burnt the tip. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Wick. Hope you feel better. Oh. My tongue is loosened, though, for the first time in my 36 years soon. Hopefully, after healing, I can release my first rap single. Well, I'm here to buy the rap I can drop the beat for the rap single. It was elective surgery. Nah. I hope you heal up, man. I mean, it's never. Yeah, it's mouth surgery. Ugh. I've been putting off getting a tooth pulled for about 4 years now. I gotta play it up. He's getting delicious smoothies. Coming back, grabbing the fair value gap here. Look at this VWAP. The VWAP is definitely strong. Are we looking to add here? Get into a long. What an ugly scammy push right now, man. Are we going to do what we did yesterday with a little push? Ugh. This is still like... This low has held, though. Hold. Wow. Market open. Market open, guys. Pushing again. Market opens pushing. Coming up for liquidity. Grabbing liquidity up here. Market open. Getting everybody a little bit excited. I wouldn't be jumping in just yet. Is it an impacted wisdom tooth? So it is. I've got my wisdom tooth out, but it is a back left molar that I had filled, but they didn't fill it properly. And now every now and then it touches on like a nerve, and it just like sends shooting pain all the way through my neck. So, but every now and then I just go in for some. Have a good one, Randy. We'll send them over to you. Much love to you, Randy. Don't crush your show as per usual. Thank you so much for the nice words, Randy. I appreciate you. Good morning, Billy. How are we? Good to see you, my man. Yeah, it's not comfortable. But every like couple months I go to the dentist, get some antibiotics, and it clears it up. But I was going to get it done before the baby came, but now it's like, the baby's too close to be having a tooth pulled. So, Billy, tell the people, man, we got Caspa on Billy Goat Tails tonight. I am looking... See, I haven't fallen into the Caspa, I don't know what you would call it. Huge space with Caspa. So like I haven't bit the bullet and bought too much Caspa. I own a tiny bit just to say I do, okay? You know? But for me, I don't know if I'm going to jump on this bandwagon thing. But tonight, if you want more information on Caspa, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my man, the myth, the legend, the one, the only Crypto Billy, Billy Goat Tails, Dave Digital, Crypto Pollo, Redman, all the goodies. You got to come. And if you don't, well, you're going to miss out. I'm going to give you the FOMO right now. So, set your damn reminders. Get your ass to the Billy Goat Tails tonight. You know what's good for you. Okay? How was that for an advertisement? Did I do better? I'm so bad at shilling stuff. I mean, the Caspa Kaleidoscope. I like that. Now, I could get on board with that. That sounds trippy as AF. Post says, get hydrogen peroxide. It's the stuff that dentists always give you when you get there, but never tell you to buy. Okay. I got like the Oragel. Don't want to be doing antibiotics every 3 months. Yeah, I agree. I own 100K Caspa coins, but yeah, you got them at a sexy price, my man. I bought it at 10 cents, so I own like $5,000 Canadian, so that's like 2 pesos. Don't worry. You see, they got you with the liquidity grab here, coming back down. Are we going to consider a long here, guys? Are we considering a long? I don't know. It's a pretty aggressive sell-off here. Failing to get above the high here. Nice push out. Market open. Let's see. What's the Dixie doing? Dixie's rolling over. Okay, so that's good looking. Dixie's rolling over. S&P, did it gap up? Did it gap up? It did gap up. Okay, so a little bit of pushback, gap up, rolling back into the gap. Looking for more downside on the S&P, NASDAQ. Holding, but not pretty. Dominance pushing. Dixie popping back up. So a little bit bearish looking here. I wouldn't get long here. I'm not looking to get long here. Sorry, but it's not in the cards for me. Liquidity grab up here. I could be looking for a higher low. Possible bounce, but to me, I don't like the look. You got some space to the upside here on the 30-minute, 24-minute. Money's coming back in. Okay, so there is a possibility for that. Can't get overly bullish right now. Looking at the 1 hour. 1 hour is, remember, I said a couple more hours and this could be looking nice. Or we get something like this, but not there yet. This still looks pretty ugly here. Look at the money coming out. Okay, money coming out. It's nothing I'm looking along yet. This would be more ideal. 53,100-ish. 53,100 would be my ideal long area. And then we have our sell area, extending it over a bit, but 55,600. Same kind of deal. Kind of stuck in the middle right now. 2 hour trigger to the downside. Don't know if we get there either. I got to go get some more coffee. I'm going to leave it on the 3-minute standard deviation. Rejection off that VWAP. We could have taken that short as well. We'll see. But I'm going to get some more coffee. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys. Oh, they all left me. What's going on? What's going on? We rebooting. We got some more coffee. We ready to go. We're rolling over. I don't know. I ain't no stock guy. Going once, going once, going once, going twice. So everybody's talking about my tooth. Oil pulling, kind of like mouthwash, but non-alcohol, and helps with getting those hard to reach places. Okay. Does a bear poop in the woods, Dave? Here we go. Little rollover, okay. Crypto Billy in the chat, man. That's all right. That's all right. Minus 26 viewers. The real ones stay. The real ones stay. And if not, there's so many people to watch and support. It can be a bit overwhelming, right? Oh, I missed your show. Well, 3 other people had their shows on. I'm sure Billy and Dave all know well about this. You know, I try to drop in to Frankie Candles. I try to drop into Randy. I try to drop into Army Piper. It's we always want to support people we think are good people, and it's not easy. It's not easy. So like for the people I see regularly, I just want to say thank you so much. Because I know it's not, you probably don't want to hear me all the time. You're probably like, oh, Alex is live. I should go over and say hi. But it means the world to me. It means the world to me. Just your presence is a present, okay? And it's genuine. It's genuine. You know, I was streaming to 3 people with a, But we're here to make money together. I think we're doing the right things here. We're giving trade setups. We're trading. We're working with each other. We're looking to make money. It's a hard thing for me to be on here. I could just trade. Okay, I could just go and trade, and not do any of this. Trust me, YouTube does not pay me very well. I think YouTube maybe $400 a month. Canadian, and then they take tax on it. It's not a lot, okay? I mean, I can go and work at McDonald's for 4 hours and make that kind of money. So I really don't like listening to you. That's okay, Mr. Whale. I only watched the one stream, actually. Yeah, we're chilling. They're probably FOMOing in. Which is true. The trade was the liquidity grab up at the VWAP this morning. Okay, that was the trade. And we have since been rejected down. So we were a little bit high here, looking for this trade. Nice move down, though. Double bottom now. Rolling over. So the other option now is to look here. For the breakdown, retest, rejection, right? So thanks, Ricky. I appreciate it, man. Especially Canadian taxes. Yeah. Some Canadian taxes they're crazy, man. This guy just keeps adding tax on the tax on the tax. He's taxing us for burping and farting up in Canada. It's pretty wild. You guys were able to short above 67K with you before the news came out. We shorted at 69.5, man. 69. 69,500. We flipped that VWAP at the very top and shorted that thing for 300% or something. And then even yesterday, we banged out a 700% trade. Yesterday was quite lucrative, man. Methane tax. Yeah, man. Billy, for real, man. We took this trade up to the tops here, 7.5%, man. I mean, if you're farting and burping, they're going to get you in Canada. Straight up oxygen thief. We got a double bottom looking here, so getting a little noisy here. Nice exhaustion wick here. Nice amount of buying pressure coming in. Retesting that downwards trend line. This is chop, man. This is chop. Right now, there's no clear direction. Yeah, in Canada, they get you for being an oxygen thief, man. They just increased capital gains tax on second properties to 65%. Okay, so if you had like you have your regular your house, and then you had, let's say you had an Airbnb or like a rental property. If you were to sell that, it's the tax bracket went from 40% up to 65% or something. That was just they just introduced this, and they think it's going to free up housing for people. They don't think, letting in 4 million people. So they used to let in I think it was about 80,000 new immigrants a year. They have let, in the last 4 years, they've let in like 4 million. And they wonder why there's a housing problem in Canada when we only build about 150,000 homes a year. Okay, because I used to be a carpenter. I know these things. So it's like it's out of control, man. It's really out of control, and I came home to it, and it's kind of shocking in my opinion, but this is why we have Bitcoin. This is why we have that's it, right? Yeah, I'm all for immigration too. Yeah, my family is a bunch of immigrants, right? But it's how did you transition from carpenter to beast trader? So for me, I started trading about 2.5 years ago, and like I got obsessed. I traded a $1,000 account for about a year. Just trading, learning, developing my craft kind of deal, and working at the same time. So like I was working, 10 hours construction a day, Monday to Friday, and coming home into the charts. I started the YouTube channel to really, if you look at my original videos, I started the YouTube channel I learn really well from speaking. So by showing you guys what I'm thinking, I'm learning. Like it's almost like I'm double learning. So I've kind of cut that, and like I love it. Like I just didn't want to swing a hammer anymore. I was really determined to get out of that 9-to-5, create a life of freedom for myself and my family, create generational wealth. I had a bunch of savings. As a carpenter, you make decent money. I was making like $60 an hour, right? So, dude, can you post your chart in the Discord? Can't make out your levels. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. What time frame, bro? 24? 12 minute? No problem, bro. I got you, Nick. I'll post it in the general chat, man. But yeah, it was hard because it took a lot of time away from spending time with Amy, Mrs. Otter, and definitely wanting to I wanted to build something where I didn't have to, I'm a red seal carpenter. I can go back to work at any time, right? And make that money, whatever it is, $1,800 a week, right? Good money. But that's a fallback. My time is more valuable to me, right? My time is everything. I control my schedule now. As you can see, I have family over here. If I was working my regular job, there wouldn't be any time to spend with family or visiting people and stuff like that. So I wanted to create that life of freedom. So I got into the charts. I got obsessed. I back tested. I traded a lot with a $1,000 account, and I've since scaled that, right? And I went full time in August, right? Full time last year, August. So this time last year, I've been full time for a year now, right? And I'm doing better than I ever was, right? But it was a lot of sacrifice in the beginning, a lot of hours, a lot of frustration, a lot of get yourself pen and paper, man. Write down what you're thinking. I still do it to this day, right? What's the trade thought? How do I manage risk better? Why am I moving my stop loss? What makes me think that moving my stop loss is a good idea? How do I manage my risk? What is my risk to reward ratio? Am I okay with making $200 a day, $100 a day, $50 a day, $20 a day? And how can I be better, right? One of the best things you can do is go in, Market Cipher or whatever oscillator you're using. I always suggest VWAP, volume, meaning fixed range volume profiles, an oscillator, so Market Cipher. I love Market Cipher. And then learning how to add confluence, right? Like you've had two shorts off the VWAP today, but not at a key level. We have our key level here, our 618 Fibonacci level. SFP at the bottom. This is going to create a bullish divergence, right? So if we're looking here, you get to see these things now, right? So you get the lower low and the higher low, right? So this is going to push price up. We were looking for it to take the highs here. It never took the highs, right? So we're not looking for a long yet. If this had pushed up and took the highs, first of all, we would be looking for the short back in because this is a liquidity zone and a golden pocket within this area here. Looks like we're pushing up right now, but if we take these highs, we're looking for a retest back in and then a continuation up, right? We didn't take the highs, so we didn't take the long down here. We could have taken the long down here, but I want confirmation, and confirmation is really going to give you confidence, right? You want to trade the plan, right? You don't want to trade what you think's going to work, right? Does this look like a fun trading session here? This looks like a lot of stress, in my opinion, so far. Could have taken this here, but B Team Crypto, what's going on, bro? Trying to find that strategy. So like for me, I have a multitude of strategies, but I've back tested, right? So I have a back testing template here where I back test when I trade, right? So my trading time frames is a morning open from 6 a.m. till about 1 p.m., right? So I only back test within these ranges. As you can see, I've isolated them with a vertical timeline. I look at what I would like to do. Okay, I'd like to sell this high. I would like to buy this low. Right, so I'll go through. I want to buy this low. I want to sell this high. I want to not trade or maybe sell this high here. I want to buy the low here. I will go into each one of these individually, and I will test what my strategy would do in that area, right? And go through and do the work. You got to do the work. Get into the charts, see what works, see what doesn't work, what time frames. I manually back test, manually. Go through, use your rewind tool. VWAP test again. I'm not going short here. I can't bring myself to short the VWAP, man. Not today. We're going to punch through. Punch through up to here. 55 standard deviation. 55.7. Let's see 55.7. Maybe we go short. $6.88. 55.688. Push through VWAP, man. Don't be such a nambe-pambe. We got good volume here. Like, this is nice volume. This is a nice 2% range. This is great. Just too choppy for me right now. What's up, miss? Sure. Pizza toast? I don't know. Sure. No granola. Anything besides granola. Thank you. Aw. That's my wife. She just came in. That's my new wife. My new wife offered me breakfast, my friend. See, this is why marriage is the best. Why am I looking at 55.688? So standard deviation 1, golden pocket, swing failure of a continuation to the downside, right? So if we go from here to here, oops. So this morning we identified some key areas of resistance. So between my golden pocket 786, we also know that liquidity for this move down, right? For this move down, liquidity resides within this area here, right? So this is a liquidity zone. We can see we're trying to change trend right now. It hasn't fully come to fruition. So when we look here, on our 24-minute, try to unclutter this for us. We haven't swept these lows. So structure right now is still to the upside. We are still in an uptrend, right? This is still a higher low. So will this be the swing fail to push us lower, right? That's the idea here. Also aligning with this trend line depending on how horizontal we chop here right now. This could push up into this area here. This is also a very cheap trade, so I know I only got to protect myself above 56,200. If we get above 56,200, meaning this high here, I'm wrong, right? So it's a very cheap trade for a potential very big gain, right? So my risk to reward's intact here as well. So it adds to the idea. And we'll see how price behaves. So we're pushing up a little bit here. Looks like, we do have a bullish divergence here. So typically I don't like shorting into a bullish divergence. Going into like our 8-minute here, isolating this. We can see we're making lower lows and higher lows. So this is going to have some strength if we do pop from here. But we're in macro downtrend and we've left. The idea here is we've left so much liquidity down below here, right? So many people are getting long here without really coming back and retesting these areas, right? We haven't come back into these areas. Therefore, thinking of a little bit of a swing down would be ideal, okay? So we'll see if we just get that little push up through the VWAP. Now, it doesn't mean I'm taking the short here. It means that I'm looking for a reaction on price. Okay, never am I ever just going to put my order in here and wait. I'm not doing that. Okay? I'm not doing that. What I'm doing is, this is my area of interest if I get the correct criteria. If we push up here, we get rejected and we create a lower high, then I could be looking to short here because we're within this area. Or within this area, right? Or if we push up aggressively and then we start to trickle down, I could be looking for the rollover, right? If we push up and we barely touch it and then we swing fail like this, I could be looking for it there as well. So it's not for me to just put an order in here and wait. It's for me to watch price and make sure that I'm getting what I want out of this area. This VWAP is being an absolute, VWAP is not giving in today, says Luke. So I'm getting a little push above VWAP here. So now we've broken up, made a higher high here. So that's a good sign of strength. Okay, initial sign of strength. Coming back, let's see if VWAP holds. Because you could have just SFP'd the VWAP, right? This is VWAP, volume weighted average price, right? Funny enough, now that we've made a higher high here, we can be looking for a potential long down here at standard deviation 1, 54.8. We could be looking for a long here. Okay, so we'll keep this idea on tack. We can be looking for a potential long here. Up to here. This has got to be a cheap trade, though. This has got to be. Okay. So we've punctured it, but we haven't. We've made a higher high. It's something to be cautious on right now, but we're just waiting. Wick test down below. Little wick test. $24 looks overextended. 24 is overextended here on our VWAP. Okay, we do have room on momentum, but for me that means in an hour, if we calm down and then bounce. Okay, in an hour we could be looking for a stronger bounce. Going over 15 overextended as well, VWAP. So I'm looking for a rejection right now. If anything, you can see we do have the bullish divergence. However, look at VWAP here, very overextended. Okay, so that means a little cool off before continuation. Okay, come on, baby. Okay, nice push up into our sell zone. Okay, first one hit. Let's see if it hits. Perfect hit. Now we're waiting. We're waiting. Still waiting. This is pretty strong. This is strong. Liquidity grab. Yep, right through our level. Liquidity grab here. Okay, that's a good sign. This is why you don't put in the limit order. You wait for confirmation. Break, retest, continuation. Okay, rejection back down. Let's grab liquidity up here. Okay. I'm not in yet. Still waiting. Still waiting. Let's go in the 1 minute. Strong move here, grabbing liquidity. We do have big resistance right around 56,800. Still hasn't made that higher high. Okay. Trying to push up and make that higher high. Okay. Trying to push. We could get an SFP of the high here. Nice push up here. Quite a bit of strength coming in. Okay, so this is that bullish divergence playing out to the upside. Haven't taken this high either, so nice move though this morning. I mean, we could have got long. It was too choppy in my opinion to jump in. Let's see if we do get that reaction down here with a failure to make a higher high. This looks like continuation in my opinion. Finally getting, like Luke said, was it Luke who said it with the that VWAP, right? That VWAP was strong, and once we did puncture it, Alex, do you limit out of trades? Yes, I do. Always limiting in and out. Unless it's very much like it won't fill. Very much won't fill. Then I'll mark it out. Very rarely do I mark it out. Post and reduce only. Okay. Look at the exhaustion here at the top here. Really building up strength to push. This is strength. Okay. Otherwise, you'd see this roll over. This is strength right now. Trying to fight this high here, right? Strength trying to fight this high. See it better on like a 5-minute. Okay. So this was our sell wall. Now it becomes a liquidity grab. So we wait here. If I see a change in structure on the 1 minute, I could be looking for a potential short here. This is still shorting opportunity, in my opinion. Okay. Let's see if it does play out, though. Okay. You are looking to get short here. It can be a cheap trade, right above your high here. You don't have to do much to protect it. 56,200 for protection on a short. But like I said, it looks a little bit. This looks strong right now. I'm gonna wait. This still looks strong in my opinion. No clear rejection, right? No clear rejection. Typically coming back and grabbing half of this candle would be ideal. You can see it kind of already has done so. Okay, so now it has taken that high. Okay. Oh yeah, this is following through big time. So we've SFP'd the high, coming up to resistance now. Okay, so this moves up to here. Big volume coming in. Look at the volume coming in. This is pretty wild. It's good to see the strength though. Bitcoin's pushing back up in the morning. So we can take this as like a sign of strength for New York Open. That price will jogged around a little bit, but nonetheless it did push up, right? So up to our next level, right? Up to our next level. This is key resistance, so 56,750. Okay, so we have this marked out here as key resistance. And we look for a rejection here now. Good morning, Brew. Are you going to go live, Brew? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. No trades so far. Nice, man. Nice. Why don't we all send them over to you then, bro? Here comes the rejection. Oof. Liquidity grab down below. If we come down to VWAP, I'm going to fire off a long. Glad I didn't listen to Wick. We retest these highs. I mean, this is as easy as it gets. You want me to take a look at Injective before I go? Of course. Of course, my man. Of course. So Injective, let's take a look. Our baby, our little baby has been beaten up. Nice pushback here. Holding this support at 1567. Pushback here. I would look for breakout retest. So simple as this, you know, breakout retest continuation. I wouldn't be trading this right away. Nice move up here. Okay. You can make this trend line a little tighter if you'd like. That's what I would want to see. Other than that, nice. It held this low, right? So this is my concern, though. It's the same concern on Bitcoin, right? That's why we were looking for a little bit of short action today. We've gotten follow through, okay? Follow through up to 56. Yeah, we'll see if we get up to this trend line here. Big resistance, 56. Trying to hold this level here as support. So Injective, same thing. Beautiful move this morning. Okay, up 5%. Claim these highs. Okay, it's got to get above here. This is going to be your main resistance, clearly. Okay. So look for that continuation. If you get up here and you get rejected on Injective, I'd be looking for the retest back down to the highs. Okay. Draw your horizontal here, matching up with the lows here. Retest back to the highs and continuation out. Okay. That's your closer trade, I guess you'd say. But patience. Looking at Brewberry here. Okay, he's gonna go live, guys. So I'm gonna hop off. I'll send you guys over to Brewberry, another fellow trader in our Discord. There's the link there. It's been a fun morning. I'm looking for a retest of these highs here. Up to the top. Rejection from 56,744. We'll see if we get there, but no trade this morning. At the end of the day, the trade was the long this morning. So not the retest of the double bottom. That was the long setup here. Now, I wasn't confident in taking this trade, but nonetheless, that was the trade. Okay, so sometimes it doesn't work out. We could have taken the retest back here as well, but that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes the best trade is no trade, because if you're trying to short within these areas, you're going to get wrecked, right? So don't fight the volume. Just learn, keep growing, and managing your risk, and that's going to help you guys in the long run. Okay, so thank you guys so much for being here, supporting me. Busy schedule right now, so I'll be doing the I won't be here tomorrow, but I will be here on Thursday. Okay, so I'll be in the Discord, guys. Much love to every single one of you guys. Thank you guys for supporting me. I really appreciate it, and hopefully I can help support you guys. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you guys in the Discord. Peace.
On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Band bass like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. What you know about juice? Making the moves that flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios taking well over exceptional gain. I'm chopping this, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pan full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an otter gang with an auto flame. For a lot of hate, get above the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Grapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me, but it's TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On it come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto, on it come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. On it come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. What you know about juice? Making the moves, data flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios taking well over exceptional gain. I'm chopping this, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pan full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an otter gang with an auto flame. For a lot of hate, get above the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Grapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me, but it's TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On it come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital.